So in this video I'm going to be doing the notorious toy dinosaur game, which is from Prep Test 57, and it's game 3 from that test. So we have 7 players in this game. I, L, P, S, T, U, and V. Okay, it's an I there. Right, and we have 4 categories, 4 different colors, G, M, R, and Y. We are displaying 5 of them, right, 5 out of the 7. So we're going to have 5 in and 2 out, and then I'm just going to have another line here for the color. So this will be the dinosaur, and this will be the color. Okay, exactly 2 mauve toys are included. Put those there. Right, so we've got 2 mauve in. The stegosaur is red and is included. So red, stegosaur. The iguanodon is included only if it is green. So only if is a conditional indicator word. It indicates a necessary condition. So if I is in, then I is green. If I is not green, then I is out. Okay. Something I would note about that also is that I can't fill the mauve requirement, right? So I can't add I to fill the mauve requirement. If I add I, it's going to have to be in one of these 2 spots. Okay, next rule is very similar. So we're going to write that if P is in, then P is yellow, and if P is not yellow, then P is out. And once again, P can't fulfill that mauve requirement. So I'm going to keep track of that. So I can't be mauve, P can't be mauve, and S can't be mauve. So only 4 out of the 7 could help fulfill that mauve requirement. The velociraptor is included only if the ultrasaur is not. So if V is in, then U is out. If U is in, then V is out. Right? They can't both be in. So this is our not both arrangement, right? If we have A, then we don't have B. If we have B, then we don't have A. So it's possible that both of them are out, but we know at least one of them is out. So one of our 2 out positions, right? We're very limited in the number of players that we can have out. One of those 2 positions has to be occupied by U or V. Right, and then our final rule here, if L and U are in, then at least one of them is not mauve. So then L is not mauve, right? Or U is not mauve. If L is mauve and U is mauve, then L is out or U is out. Okay, so if they're both in, then one of them is in mauve. That's what we end up with. Okay, so just like here, it's at least one of them is not out, right? Either A is out or B is out. Here, at least one of them is not mauve. Either L isn't mauve or U isn't mauve. Okay. So in terms of who can actually fulfill that first requirement, that 2 mauve toys are included, we're going to have some limited options in terms of like the pair of dinosaurs that can actually fulfill that condition. So let's actually write those out. So we've got L, T, U, and V. T is kind of going to save us here because T is wild. So if T is one of the mauve dinosaurs, then the other one could be L or U or V. Okay, but if L is mauve and T is not mauve, the only other dinosaur that could be mauve with it is V. Okay. If U is mauve, then we can't have L also be mauve and be in and fulfill the requirement. And if U is in, then V is out. And if V is in, U is out. So we only have 4 options for the pairs of dinosaurs that could both be mauve. So that is actually quite limiting, and coming up with that list early on is really, really helpful for this game. So I think there are a few things that make this game challenging. So we have the in and out component, which on its own can be a challenging aspect to a game, right? That we have our in group and our out group. It's also important to know that we have to pay attention to the out group as well, right? So we have to keep in mind which players are out so that we then can infer which ones must be in. Then we have the added difficulty of these different categories of players and not knowing what they match up to. Okay, and we have quite a few categories, right? 4. And then this mauve component it's hard to understand without kind of the rest of the rules how that's going to be relevant and why that's going to be controlling. So I think that gets a little bit lost. And then the phrase only if is often misinterpreted. So I think most people are going to see that, you know, it must be conditional in some way. It's got the word if in it, but it's tough to understand, especially when you have the elements of, is it included, is it a particular color, right? Like what category is it in, and is it in the in group or the out group? That's another layer. So hopefully having the rules set up in this way is helpful, and then also having the contrapositives for all of them. I think the last rule is quite challenging for people to map, but it's actually really critical to have that understanding of what is meant logically by the phrase, like at least one of them is not blank, right? And seeing that that's, well, either this one isn't or that one isn't, and that or is actually inclusive, right? So it's inclusive of the possibility that neither of them are actually mauve. So we do still have the option that T and V are the mauve dinosaurs, and that neither L nor U is mauve. Just like over here, we have the option that both U and V are out, right? We know at least one of them is out, but it's possible that both of them are out. Okay, so let me know if you have any further questions after having gone over the setup, and yeah, tell me how it goes.